Did you guys know that there was such a thing as an elite dive instructor recognition program? This Mouthpiece Monday, I'm going to be telling you what it is and why I want no part of it. Mouthpiece Mondays are back, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on, and welcome to Divers Ready. My name is James. I'm a professional dive instructor and digital content creator, and we make videos like this where I'm giving you insider hints and tips about the scuba industry that you as a general public member of the diving community may not be aware of. If you're new to this channel, please make your next dive on our subscribe button. I make videos with one goal and one goal only, and that's to help make you a better diver. If you want to help me make better videos, the best thing you can do is make your next dive on that subscribe button. Click the little bell icon, and that way you'll never miss any of our future content. If you are an established subscriber, stay tuned because I'm about to go through some exciting news that's happening with the Divers Ready channel. If you just want to get to the meat and potatoes of this particular video's topic, you're going to need to go forward to here in this video. All right, have all the passers-by gone? So news from the channel then. First, I just really want to say thank you so much to everyone who supported, commented on, thumbed up the dive locker video. We've got this fantastic new space. I'm so happy with it, and you guys were commenting like crazy. Couple of things from that video. Yes, you will be seeing more of Ziggy, my Siberian Husky. She is such a sweetheart. She's a very stubborn dog. She's very hard to get to act on cue, but she's lovely. And yes, she will be in more of my videos coming up by popular demand. Second of all, questions about those scuba lamps. Where did I get them? How did I make them? I made them myself. We got a couple of aluminium tanks from a dive center who the tanks had failed their hydro exam. So we cut the bottoms off of them. The bottoms became Ziggy's dog bowls, water and food. And the tops, I simply drilled a hole in the side, cleaned them up with a little emery paper, and then bought all the hardware from a hardware store and just rigged up lamps. Super easy, super simple. So that's the story with those. I don't know if you can buy them anywhere. Maybe I should set up a shop and start shipping them around the country. It's probably going to cost as much as a new tank would, though, with the weight. But anyway, also very exciting news for me personally. I was recently made a waterman for Surf Fur. Surf Fur, as you know, is a brand out of California whose passion is to warm people everywhere. And I'm just stoked to have been chosen as one of their ambassadors covering the field of technical diving. If you'd like to watch my testimonial video, the only place you can watch it is through the link to the description of this video below, which will take you to the Surf Fur website and my own page with that company. So I want to say, Surf Fur, thank you ever so much. Really appreciate your support of Divers Ready. Also, with everything we had planned getting cancelled or put on hold for 2020, 2021 is looking like it's going to be a truly epic year. As soon as I clear my current roster of students, I'm going to take a week and nail down all of our travel packages for 2021. And there are going to be tons. Truk Lagoon, Palau, we're talking the Sardine Run in South Africa. We're going to give people the opportunity to come to Curacao and come on a scuba safari with me. So many different options. Other ideas are still coming up all the time. We still got the Great Lakes trip to schedule. So much stuff going on. So do stay tuned for all of our travel opportunities. And we have a page on our website, diversready.com/travel, that will always be updated with all of our current trip offerings. We do still have one room left on our Bonaire trip in October. Obviously, everything's up in the air. Will Bonaire even be open? Will any of the dive operators still be open? We're carrying on as if it is, unless we're told otherwise. So we'll just wait and see on that one. But there is still one room for 2 people available on that trip coming up in October 2020. Right, on with the show. We haven't done this in a while. A classic Mouthpiece Monday where I get to give you my honest opinion about something in the dive industry that I just think is a load of baloney. And this week we're talking about elite diver instructor recognition programs. Now, you probably have in your job an employee of the month or some kind of gold star system or parking privileges or some way of recognizing an employee that does an outstanding job or goes above and beyond the call of duty. And those things are all fantastic motivators. This is not what we're talking about here. The recognition programs, the label of being an elite dive instructor has nothing to do with being a good dive instructor, and here's why. Instead of rewarding instructors who get really great comments from their students, or rewarding instructors who just do a standout job, or are involved in some kind of heroic act, really these recognition awards are only about the number of certifications that you can pump out in a calendar year. Again, we're talking quantity over quality. Now, as an instructor, I don't want to be judged or rewarded for the number of certification cards that I issue in a year. I really don't care how many cert cards I issue. I'm much more concerned with every student that has my name on their card, that I issue them a certain credential, is a competent, safe diver at that level of diving, and they're a steward of the marine environment. If I wanted to pump students out at a rate of knots, I wouldn't choose to teach one-to-one. I'd have an open water class with 8 or 12 people and a couple of DMs in the water, assistant instructors, and I'd be doing 12 students every 3.5 days and teaching to the minimum standards. That's not my style. I don't care about the numbers. So the agencies put out these awards, and they come in different levels. You can imagine from bronze to platinum, and there's different criteria for how many certs you issue in a year. You also do need to be in good standing. It's worth saying that. They don't give out any awards to instructors who are having some kind of quality assurance review. But still, you pump out 50 cards in a year, you get the bronze certification, and the implication of that is, well, next year try harder and see if you can get the silver. Okay, well after that, and then up and up and up until you get to 300, in which case you're considered a platinum instructor. Ooh, platinum instructor. Okay, so I want to be a platinum instructor. That means I need to pump out 300 dive certificates in one calendar year. Not a problem, let's run the maths. Let's say I work 5 days a week and I take 3 weeks off a year for PTO and vacations and sick leave, etc. That means I work roughly 240 days in that year. Okay, I need to issue 1.25 certifications every day that I work to hit 300. Can that be done? Sure, no sweat. If you take 4 divers in every open water class and you're constantly teaching an open water course on every day that you work, you'll average about 1.3. Okay, but that means you need to be teaching at least 4 people all the time. Every day you work, every day of the year, you're just teaching at least 4 people an open water course or higher. Okay, so it's mathematically possible, but as an instructor, if you set your sights on one of these vanity goals, one of only a number of outcomes can happen, none of them particularly good. First, instructor burnout. Yeah, instructor burnout, that's a thing, it can happen. If you're reducing your students to a cert number that you've issued for the year, and that's the only thing you're concerned on, you're just kind of grinding out the course after course after course, you're going to lose focus, you're going to burn out, and you're going to end up bouncing out of the industry. And we don't want that to happen. Nobody needs the pressure of cert counts. Then if you put yourself under pressure to keep your number of certs up, the quality of your teaching is bound to drop off. Complacency will set in. Us humans are fallible creatures. There's no way we can do the same thing day after day like a machine and produce the same quality work. So you don't want to be setting these numbers so high that you're pushing yourself to try and hit a ridiculous goal that ultimately doesn't mean anything and you're not going to earn any more money. So why bother? And I know that people watching this will be like, yeah, but my dive centers, they're overbooking me and I've got to get this course finished in 3.5 days because I've got more people coming in straight away afterwards. And I know that's a real problem in the industry, but dive centers need to be better at realizing that some people who want to be scuba divers need to be taught to more than the minimum standards. They need additional dives, they need additional time, and that needs to be factored into the schedule. If you have to charge more for courses, charge more for courses. But don't put time constraints on the instructors to try and cram 5 pounds of shit into a 3-pound bag. So the sharper observer amongst you will have noticed that I haven't actually mentioned any agencies at all in this. So who do I mean when I'm talking about an elite dive instructor recognition program? Well, the agencies that I currently teach for, TDI, SDI, do not run any kind of recognition program of this BS sort that I'm aware of, and neither do NAUI or RAID. So I'll let you fill in the blanks from there. If you're not an instructor, you might not be aware of this, but whichever agency you teach for, you can go in through the instructor portal in the website and log in with your credentials and all this kind of stuff and produce a student count record. Just numbers, how many of each course you've taught in each year. Why? Why do I need that report? Why? I can look up any individual student in the system anyway, so it's not like I need to go back to check someone's date of birth or anything. Why do I need to know how many certifications I've issued? It doesn't make any sense. Let me tell you something. I've never looked at my report. I have no idea in the history of me as an instructor how many students I've certified or for how many courses. The only thing I care about, let me say it again, is that every student that has my name on their cert card is a quality safe diver at the level that they've been trained to. And then if you're a newly qualified instructor, I can only encourage you to do the same. Do not be allowed to be pressured by your cert counts. Do not feel the need to, push somebody through a course that perhaps needs more time or isn't really ready to be certified just because you need that extra one count to bump you up from silver to gold. You guys are all gold in my heart. Resist. Mouthpiece Mondays are back. What can I tell you, ladies and gentlemen? Don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so already. It really is great to be back. Thank you so much for watching. Again, until next time, my name's James. This was your Divers Ready Mouthpiece Monday from the new Dream Dive Locker. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Dive safe, dive often.